everyone, I'm hoping that you all are doing great. So in my last video I've talked about clause number 4, which was related to context of the organization. So basically that I already discussed about that, what it actually symbolizes with the context of ISO 9K. I discussed about clause number 5 a bit in that's related to the leadership. So basically what leadership do, we can say, first of all, we are discussing this point here on the context of that we are implementing the quality management system in the organization from the leadership perspective, right? So what is the role of the leadership, right? They are the helping hands for everyone. I, being from a junior position, will not do anything until or unless it is imposed from the top management or top senior leadership, right? So whatever the implementations we are doing in our organization for the sake of its betterment, or for for the sake of its certifications, or whatever the client's prospects in the future, that needs to be initiated by the organization's leadership itself. So for example, we are initiating some policy in the organization, for example quality management system I'm talking about. So it's a whole process, right? We need to streamline it, we need to baseline it, and accordingly leadership has to communicate it accordingly. Communication must be there, right? So on the same part, whatever the resources are there, because ultimately there are always the junior management or junior people or resources are doing the work on the ground, on the base part, and they are performing accordingly. They are performing and letting the product or service rolled out to their clients or customers accordingly. So that is the concept. Until or unless the policy is not streamlined or it's communicated to the resources, they won't be able to do that what needs to be done as per the process mentioned in the policy. For example, we are doing something, right? So we are tracking it. For example, there is some defects are coming, so we are tracking it, we are doing the action plans on that. What are we doing it? How we are tracking it, how we are improving the efficiency, and how we are maintaining the continual service improvements. Can be service improvements and products as well, so I'm taking both here. So initially it was like that only. These clauses which I'm talking about, it was initially for the products. So this was the major change, or we can say after 2008, when ISO 9001 comes as 2015. That's the latest earlier version after 2008, and afterwards it comes there was no update later on, but maybe in a year or so it will come. So the point here is that these modifications have been done before. It was only for products, now it's for services as well. So for service-based industries also, ISO 9K, ISO 20K, these ISOs are important for their certifications, or what we can say for their client contracts going further. So this was related to the leadership context. I don't want to dig deep about the clause number 6 on planning. So it's a self-explanatory. I talked it already in my earlier videos, that how planning plays important role, but I'll definitely discuss that in my coming videos in a detailed part, because that's a bit lengthy. So let's talk about it in that video, and I'm hoping that you are liking it. You have to post your comments, you have to share your views and ideas, that what or how the things should be and how you are perceiving them from your vision. So that's all what I wanted. Thank you.